concerns, because I was already convinced, but there were concerns that the liberal media has put out portraying Mr. Trump in a light that I know he's not the type of person that he was depicted to be. So what we were able to do today was allow people to see his heart for themselves and to make up their own minds about him. And they find out that he's not the person that the media has depicted him to be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was yesterday at Trump Tower after Donald Trump met with a bunch of black ministers. And in that picture, right behind Donald Trump, or next to Donald Trump, was our next guest, Ray Negron. He is actor and author, New York Yankees consultant, author of CC Claus, a baseball Christmas story. There it is on your screen. And he has an exciting television project that we're going to hear about as well. But welcome. Good to see you again, sir.
Always good to see you.
All right.
Be here with you.
Good to be with you. So you were there yesterday. Talk about your role there and what it was like.
You know, I've known Trump since the days of George Steinbrenner, going all the way back to the 80s, and George was like his mentor.
Yeah, you were telling me, explain that. So George Steinbrenner was a mentor to Donald Trump.
Well, he used to, you know, Trump used to call him all the time and ask him for advice on this or that.
Business deals?
A lot of business deals, etc. And, you know, the one thing that George used to talk to him about all the time was charity. You got to give back. You always got to give back. I know you're making a lot of money, Donald, and you got to make it. You got to, in essence, help these kids out in the community and all that kind of stuff, and I think he's done a really good job with that.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting. Not a lot of people know that. Do you see similarities in their personalities?
I see a lot of similarities inside when it's just one-on-one, and he's, you know, he's a very, you know, he's a cool guy. And I was there yesterday because, as Mark Anthony said in his song, I need to know. And with the whole aspect of what's happened with the whole Latino thing, etc., what have you, I need to know how can he, in essence, try to make things better. If he's the president of the United States, he's the president. And so, in essence, we have to answer to him. So how can we make things better so that he can help us and we can help him?
So you were in the meeting with these. So how did it go, and what did you learn?
I think that it went really well. I thought that, you know, I mean, you're reading so much in the papers today about this, that, et cetera, what have you, but I was there. I thought that a lot of good questions were asked by a lot of the people who were in the room, and I think that he came through it from the standpoint of what he needed to say. I think he listened. It wasn't a what they call a dog and pony show.
Right,
you know, it was more of the aspect of these individuals, these gentlemen and ladies, saying we need to do this, etc., what have you. How are you going to respond to this? How are you going to deal with that? And I think that that Donald, in essence, did what he was, or said what he was supposed to say from the standpoint of I think he's going to be someone that should be able to respond properly, and that's what we need. We need a proper response to these situations.
Was it more of him listening and saying, I will give you answers, or did he respond there to the set, you know?
You know what? He listened. He wasn't like his Ramoshes. He listened. He was going around the room to all the different individuals that were there. There were probably about 100 people in that room, okay?
Because he was quiet in that clip we played, too. You don't often see him standing by while other people are doing the talking.
Well, you know what? He heard things that, in essence, I think he hadn't heard before.
Like what, maybe?
Oh, like maybe the aspect of what really is going on in the inner city, per se. And I know that he has done his research, but at the same time, it's the aspect of some of the pastors going real deep and saying this is what's going on. And I think that I enjoyed the aspect of him just laying back and just looking at the guy in the eye and understanding.
And a lot, he's won a lot of praise from a lot of people who, you know, the media is anxious to get people from that meeting who say, we're not supporting him. CNN found one today, I don't remember the gentleman's name, an elder man, who said, you know, I'm not supporting anybody yet, but I give Donald Trump credit for reaching out to the community the way he did.
You have to, in essence, understand that if you're a man, especially a man of color in this country, you got to lay back and listen to see what the heck is going on. This is the worst time in the country's history as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I'm talking from the standpoint of the last 100 years. And I'm the father of 4. One is a police officer. I'm scared. So I want to know what the heck is going on and how can we make this thing better.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Let me say that I want whoever is going to be the president of the United States, I'm going to support. Let me put it to you that way. And am I a fan of his? Personally, on a personal level, I have seen nothing but the aspect of the good that he can do.
Okay, let's talk about Stevie Van Zandt, of course, from Sopranos fame, but from Bruce Springsteen, E Street Band fame, and T.O. Poppy, the series that he's now involved in, based on your life.
Well, Steven Van Zandt has become the leader of the pack. Okay, he has taken Theo Poppy to the next level, and Theo Poppy, again, sitting down talking with little Stevie, as he is known, and to hear, you know, he knows I'm a dad. That's the biggest thing in the world to me. I want entertainment. People aren't leaving their house. Number one, they ain't got no money. So they're staying home and watching TV. And I want something that's going to, in essence, entice and be good and feel good. And at the same time, no BS. Let's tell stories.
Right, and your story is a great story.
And you know what? It's not the aspect of my story, but it's the aspect of all stories from the people that are out there. George Steinbrenner didn't just save me. George Steinbrenner saved countless number of people. He went to prisons to get kids out and give them jobs, okay, because he believed. All right, and that's what this is basically all about, and this is what Stevie's going to do with this. He's going to, in essence, I'm excited to see what he's going to do. He's writing the pilot. He's directing the pilot.
Wow.
He's executive producer of this thing. His wife, Maureen, took the pilot. She took the whole thing to him. Maureen, who's like unbelievable.
You're welcome here anytime, and bring Stevie Van Zandt one of the times, and we'll talk more about it when we get closer.
Let's do it.
All right.
Thank you.
Ray Negron, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with Kevin Sorbo. Don't go away.